Good evening, friends. As you can see, this evening I'm having Dewars White Label. Now, my videos are not exactly a review of the whiskies which I have, but it kind of a experience, you can say. Now, Dewars is a very famous brand. It is one of the largest selling whiskies around the world, and in fact, it is very preferred in the US. Dewars was established in 1846. As you can see, it's written on their label. But the thing is that John Dewar, the owner of this brand, original owner of this brand, actually he was one of the first persons in Scotland to bottle blended Scotch in glass bottles. So you can say he is kind of a pioneer in this. And as you can see that they write this thing that double aged for extra smoothness. Now this double aging, what they claim that it is double aged for extra smoothness is that they age before the blend and they age again after the blend. So that's how they get their distinctive taste. Now Dewars is available in any leading stores, and it is quite widely used as entry level Scotch. And this is what their packaging is all about. I love this thing on their top of this packet where they actually, it is written as John A. Dewar. Now John Dewar is the original owner, and then Tommy and another John, both are their sons. So this is what is they have in their paperback. And now if I move towards the bottle is a classic Scotch bottle, double aged for extra smoothness. You can see the ABV is 42.8%, so which is a standard alcoholic ABV. Now this Dewars White Label, they have got many medals, and they claim that this is one of the most medaled scotches in the world. So there are pretty lot of recognitions are there, and they were the first one to get a warrant from Queen Victoria as well. In I don't exactly remember the year, but it will be again, say, in the 1800s or something like that, early 1900s. And their malt actually comes from a region in Highland called Aberfeldy, and they do mix grain spirits as well in their blend. So there is nothing to hide. They mix blended grain spirits, and their grain spirits and our grain spirits are totally different. That is the reason why they get the celebrated blends around the world. And it is in fact the most awarded Scotch whiskey blend. Now, in fact, in the US also, US President Benjamin Harrison actually introduced this brand in White House. That was in the 1890s, and that's how it is. It's a very good Scotch, very well known, one of the finest Scotches around. And now let me show you the color of the of Dewars. As you can see, I always have my scotches neat. So this is the color. It's kind of a pale honey, you can say. It's kind of a pale honey, and it is a full-bodied whiskey. And if I can show you that, yes, it is, they are there. So this is a heavy whiskey. It's not a very light one. You can see the legs forming. So this is about its color. And when you will be nosing this, you will get not a lot of complex flavors, but it is very straightforward. The nosing will be restricted to white peach, lemon, and of course it is smoky. Then it will be green apple, pears, and a very light vanilla, but you can get the sweetness. And as far as the taste goes, it is one of the smoothest scotches around in this price range. And of course there is no alcohol punch. That is the reason why you can absolutely have it neat. And it is peated, and it's mostly about apples. It's all about apples. White pepper is a very predominant in palate, and it has got sweetness. Of course, it is very, very pleasantly sweet, and overall it is highly enjoyable and a must have in your private collection. And as we Indians, of course, do favor our sidekicks, that is chaknas. So you can see I'm having it with a bit of fruit salad, if I can show you, a little bit of bhujia, and peppery fish. Now I always prefer fish along with my scotches rather than going for a chicken, because I personally feel that chicken actually too much of spices destroys the flavor of the scotch. That's the reason why I go with fish. So that is the most of it. This is Dewars again. It's Dewars actually. And true Scotch. It is of course a true Scotch. It's a blend of finest malt and very, very fine grain spirits. Thank you. Enjoy. Cheers.